tea? It's a piping hot beverage drunken by Europeans, Americans, and pretty much everyone. Not to forget the Japanese and, the rest of the world. But tea in our society means more than just an herbal beverage of a leaf placed into hot water. In our society now, tea means gossip, and I have some tea for you. So today, Cambium had its very first tea party. And this was an event that RRA did not think was going to be real. When we first met up as a whole community, everyone talked about this tea party idea. As soon as the RA said, "Oh yeah, I like tea," everyone's like, "We do too!" And then about 5 minutes later, everyone's like, "Alright, who's down for a tea party?" And literally everyone's hands just shoot up into the air. And RA looks around and she's like, "I guess we're having a tea party." And apparently, according to her own stories, people after that event would just keep passing her and keep being like, "Hey, so when's that tea party at?" So today we had our little tea party. And when I first got there, it was just RA. She was just, sitting there alone. I said hi, we talked for like 2 minutes, and then the floodgates pretty much opened. This group of guys from in our community is like this super hyper group. And they just came in, and they're like, "We've got some tea from like Denmark." And we're just like, "What?" And they're like, "We brought this tea from Denmark. We are so serious about tea." And they placed down this like glass jar of this vivid pink, like weird stuff. And they're like, "This is pomegranate tea. You've got to try this." And me and the RA were just like, "Okay, yeah, I guess so. We'll just try this tea." And then all of a sudden, everyone else comes in. Because once you've got one group there, it seems like everyone else follows. And so this tea party that I personally thought would just be like, we're all just going to be like sipping tea like dignified human beings was not. It wasn't like that, which makes sense because this is college and not Europe or Japan. So everyone kind of gets situated. What it really is more like is we have these two things that create hot water, and everyone is just going for the hot water whenever the kettles like turn off and show that they're like ready to give you the hot water. And so whenever one of these is ready, people are like, "Okay, who needs hot water?" And everyone's like, "We do." And, they go around and then they inevitably run out of hot water. And this goes on for some time, and this poor guy who's sitting next to me, he keeps trying to get the hot water right as it's about to run out. Like, he will always ask for it when the person that's about to use the last of it is using it up. And so he didn't get to get his tea until like 30 minutes into the tea party. But it didn't stop there with the whole hot water craziness. Then this group of people starts gathering, and I'm just like, what is going on over there? And like some people are also like, "Yeah, that's weird." And we go over and we see what's going on, and they're making Greek coffee. This one guy who admits to drinking like 5 like little cups of this Greek coffee a day, and just looks like this super jittery mess. He starts, like, "Okay guys, I can make the best coffee you've ever had. It's like every coffee you've ever had, but it's better, and it's good." And so he goes about making it, and he's got like all these cute little tools to make it. And so, we kind of let them do their thing, and I'm talking with a group that's a little more subdued. And then all of a sudden he's like, "Okay, who wants the Greek coffee?" And they start, passing it around. And you just see it go from hand to hand, and whenever people have it, their eyes get wide, and they're like, "Whoa, this is coffee." And the one kid gets it. And when he has it, he's like, "This is liquid gold. This is the best thing I've ever had. I could drink like 7 of these." Like, I won't because everyone needs to try this, but I could drink like 7 of these. And I'm just looking at this kid like, that's a little concerning, well, I guess he'll be fine. And so, some time passes. He ends up drinking his entire, little cup, which, according to the crazy coffee guy, is more than like a black cup of like regular coffee, and it's like this big, the cup. And so he drinks it, and then he starts getting all hyper, and you can hear his voice start to speed up, and you can see the energy like start coming through him, and he gets all like jittery. And then for some reason he gets the brilliant idea to he runs over to his room, and we're all like, what are you doing? And he runs back and he's holding this energy shot. And at this point everyone's all concerned. They're like, oh my gosh, what are you gonna do? One of his friends from high school is like, okay, calm down, think about what you're doing for like 5 seconds. And he just goes, I'm not thinking. And he just pours it into his mug that the coffee had been in. And we're just all like, oh my gosh. And then you look the other way and you look back and he's drunk the entire thing. And everyone's just, at this point, we're all just like super concerned. We're like, dude, you're gonna have a heart attack. This is bad. You are going to have a problem. And he's just like, it's okay. And you can just see him getting more and more jittery. And then he's like, I'm just gonna go run this off. And then he just takes off into the wilderness. So I'm hoping that guy's okay. For the rest of the tea time, it was kind of separated, into the hyper group and the subdued group. And so you really did get to see the two sides of scholars. The side that you have when they're finally released from all their chains, and the side that you have when they're still, kind of trying to maintain their sanity. Just a bit more than the guy that ran right out the door with his coffee. So yeah, that was the Cambium tea time. If you guys have any teas that you particularly enjoy, let me know in the comments below so I can let all the Cambium people know. This is probably going to be a regular Friday thing. I doubt I'll update Cambium tea time every Friday, but this one was just too crazy to not tell you guys about. So, favorite tea in the comments below. I'm sure everyone will appreciate your contribution. And I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.